Alright, so if you did the 99 bottles exercise earlier, this exercise here on number 4 should not be a problem for you. You should be an expert now on utilizing for loops to iterate through something and change one small feature of it, especially when it's a print statement. So that's exactly what we need to do here. The only issue is that here we can't just use a range because we're not changing numbers. We're changing the actual text of the print statement, and we're switching out certain strings for other strings. And so if you go back to the prep work and you take a look at the introduction to for loops in the prep work in the actual chapter, you're going to see exactly an example of something like this using not months but something else. So if that's where you need to start, that's my first hint for you. Go back and take a look at that. Okay? If not, let's quickly write out our comment here. So I know that I'm going to want to iterate through the months, printing the message for each. Right? I know that's what I need to do. And so I'm going to go ahead and just do that. Right? I'm going to write that for statement right now. I'm going to say for month in months, print one of the months of the year is, and I can use my comma print statement separation here, and then I'm just going to say month. Right? And this won't work right now. If I save it and I try to run it, it'll give me a name error right here. It says that months is not defined because I haven't defined months yet. But I know in my head what I want months to be, even if I haven't actually thought it out yet. Right? What do I need months to be? I need it to be a list of all the months, right? So even if you didn't know that that is a thing that you can do in Python, that having a list that you can iterate through thing you can do in Python, really, in your head, if you think about what this problem was doing, that's what you would be doing, right? If you were doing this out loud, just saying these things out loud like a crazy person, you would be saying, one of the months of the year is January. One of the months of the year is February. One of the months of the year is March. One of the months of the year is April. And people around you who maybe don't think that you are now an activated, like, secret North Korean government agent will know that what you're functionally doing here is saying something and iterating through a list in your head of the months of the year. You have that list programmed into your brain, basically, from all of your times hearing all the various months of the year, whether that's, as a child or in school or whatever, what have you. You have that list stuck in your head, and we're going to stick that same list into the actual code. So I'm going to, before I iterate through this stuff, I'm going to create a list of months. Call it months, like I already have asked for down here. I've already kind of wish listed the creation of this list. So I'm going to say months equals the list, and inside that list is going to be January, February, March, April. Gonna be here a while. May, June. Messed up there. July, August, September, October. We're gonna get there, I promise. November, and finally, December. There we go. And then right here in the middle, we're going to, of course, include actual fourth month of the year. There we go. And then that's our list of months. It is properly formatted. You might notice that I threw in some extra line returns here, that is because Python ignores the number of blank spaces between this comma and the next item in the list. A helpful, handy hint about Python is oftentimes you can get away with stuff like that in order to format your code in a way that looks a little bit nice. We're going to save it, we're going to run it, and this time it perfectly works. It goes through all the months: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and so there you go. It should have been obvious in your head what you needed to do there, just based on thinking about what the problem's actually asking you as a person to do, and how you would need to translate that into what a computer can understand. Save it. We're going to check out their answer. The answer doesn't construct the list separately. It constructs it right here in the for loop, which is fine. But obviously this line is now getting a little bit long, perhaps unwieldy long. I don't know how many characters that is, but it might exceed the recommended character limit for one line for Python, which is, I believe, 80 characters. But you can see that they've done it absolutely the same way that we have. We assigned the variable to the list. So there we go.